The NASCAR Cup Series race has officially concluded from Dover Motor Speedway, and we see Denny Hamlin hold off a hard-charging Kyle Larson to pick up his third win of 2024. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. I just got done watching the NASCAR Cup Series race from Dover Motor Speedway, the War 400. We got quite a bit to talk about from this race. Let's go and talk about it. So for the green flag drop in today's race, Christopher Bell, Zane Smith, and Kaz Grala would all have to go to the rear of the field. So as I saw the race, you had Kyle Busch lead the field from the outside and Ryan Blaney on the inside, and Kyle Busch got a fantastic start and was able to clear for the race lead. Meanwhile, earlier in this race, Ryan Preece had some smoke inside his cockpit of his car, but was able to continue going. Then the first pass for the lead took place on lap 34, where Ryan Blaney had a much faster car at the time than Kyle Busch. He was able to take the race lead. The first caution race came out lap 39 when Todd Gillen spun off of turn number 2. He was getting door-to-door with Austin Dillon coming out the front straightaway. He would get loose and go down the track, bringing the caution out. And he lost a ton of laps and was very frustrated on the radio. So then, all leaders would then come down pit road. Corey Heim and Tyler Reddick had some contact. Remember, Corey Heim was making his Cup Series debut in substitution for Erik Jones. And Christopher Bell also had a pretty bad pit stop as well. And Ryan and Michael McDowell got penalized for speeding. And then Ryan Blaney would win the race off of pit road. So then on the restart, you had Ryan Blaney lead the field from the outside with William Byron on the inside, and Ryan Blaney got a great restart and was able to take the race lead. Then Ryan Preece came down pit road about 15 laps later, and unfortunately his day would come to end as he would go to the garage. And then eventually William Byron got a great run on Ryan Blaney on lap 179 and was able to pass Ryan Blaney for the race lead. About 25 laps later, Austin Dillon had to come down pit road with a flat tire. At this point, he had all the leaders really close together and up front battling. Eventually, Mark Truex Jr., he got the lead from William Byron with around 4 or 5 laps to go in stage number 1, and he would win stage 1 under caution because coming to 3 to go in stage number 1, Brad Keselowski would spin from 13th position in turn number 2, bringing the caution out and would go multiple laps down. And because of that, the caution would end stage 1 with Mark Truex Jr. winning stage 1. So then, all leaders would then come down pit road with Mark Truex Jr. winning the race off pit road. So then on the restart, you had Mark Truex Jr. lead the field from the outside with William Byron on the inside, and Mark Truex Jr. got a great restart and was able to clear for the race lead. The race would stay green for a very, very long time. Then on lap 181, AJ Allmendinger, Christopher Bell, Austin Cindric came in first. Then the next lap, William Byron came down pit road, but lost a ton of ground on pit road and fell all the way back to almost outside the top 20 with a terrible pit stop. And then the next lap, Mark Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, and Tyler Reddick all came down pit road, with Kyle Larson actually getting out ahead of Martin Truex Jr. And then the next few laps, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs all came down pit road. And then Corey LaJoie would stay out for a very, very long time, would stay out for many laps, and eventually on lap 219, Kyle Larson got past Corey LaJoie, and then eventually Corey LaJoie would then come down pit road. Then the next lap, Brad Keselowski got into the outside wall and scraped the wall in turn number 1, and then had to come down pit road, but it wouldn't matter at the end as Kyle Larson comes off the corner and wins stage number 2. Then all leaders would then come down pit road, with Denny Hamlin winning the race off of pit road after some contact between the top 3 between Hamlin, Larson, and Bowman. Bowman decided to back out a little bit, and Larson still remained in second position. So then on the restart, you had Denny Hamlin lead the field from the outside with Kyle Larson on the inside, and Denny Hamlin got a fantastic and great restart and was able to clear for the race lead. Then we started having green flag pit stops lap 316, when Mark Truex Jr. come down pit road first. Then the next lap, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric all came down pit road, and Kyle Larson got out front of Denny Hamlin. Then the next lap, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Ty Gibbs, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, Josh Berry all came down pit road. Then the next lap, AJ Allmendinger, Christopher Bell, and William Byron and Joey Logano came in. And then a few laps later, everything would change. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. would spin on the backstretch, trying to come off pit road, bringing out the caution. He just got loose off the corner and got a ton of damage, and his day would come to the end. He also had some contact with Josh Berry as well, keeping Daniel Hemric as the leader. But then during the caution, Daniel Hemric came down pit road, same did Kyle Busch and Alex Bowman. Kyle Busch had to come back down pit road because they did not get the car full of fuel, but still restart inside the top 10. So a lot of cars also had to take a waiver out, including Ty Gibbs, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, and Josh Berry. So then on lap 329, Kyle Larson lead the field from the outside with Denny Hamlin on the inside, and Denny Hamlin got a much better restart than Kyle Larson and was able to clear for the race lead. And then coming off the backstretch, the final caution of the race would come out when Bubba Wallace got turned by Zane Smith going up in turn number 2, and Bubba Wallace would then come into the racetrack hitting Christopher Bell and William Byron. Just a complete rookie mistake by Zane Smith. These waiver run rules have got to change, in my opinion, because there are faster cars that should not be there with slower cars on the racetrack. There's no disrespect to Zane Smith because I think Zane Smith is overall a very, very talented driver, but he has struggled a lot this year, and it's just a rookie mistake by Zane Smith. He should know better, and he took out a ton of cars for absolutely no reason, and this is now the second week in a row that Bubba Wallace has been taken out of a race that really wasn't even his fault. So disappointing for Bubba Wallace there. Same with Bell and Byron, who were struggling for most of the day. So then on the final restart, Denny Hamlin lead the field from the outside with Kyle Larson on the inside, and Denny Hamlin got a great restart and was able to clear for the race lead. At this point in the final 60 laps, it became a cat and mouse game between Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson. Early in the run, Denny Hamlin had a much better lead. But as the run continued on, I started noticing that Kyle Larson was making up a ton of ground. He cut in a couple tenders a lap. Then he cut in a tenth the next lap. And coming to around 15 laps to go, we would start seeing a head-on battle between Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin. And he closed the gap right there. Then Denny Hamlin started going up in the high line and really started defending, and Larson lost a little bit of his ground. As they're coming to around 5 laps to go, Kyle Larson cut the gap down to 0.2 of a second, about a quarter of a second. And then Denny Hamlin once again started going up to the outside wall, or basically the outside, trying to defend his line. Kyle Larson did everything to try to get around Denny Hamlin. As it came to the white flag, Kyle Larson was about a quarter of a second back from Denny Hamlin. He tried desperately to get the run on Denny Hamlin going to back straightaway, but it would not be enough. And coming off the final corner, Denny Hamlin outduels Kyle Larson and picks up his third win of the 2024 season, his second Cup win at Dover, and his 54th career NASCAR Cup Series victory. Man, talk about a great day for Denny Hamlin. Talk about a solid finish, in my opinion. I really thought Kyle Larson was going to get Denny Hamlin at the end because Larson's car in the long run was especially really, really good. But Denny Hamlin did what he had to do. His pit crew definitely helped him win this race for sure. Denny struggled early in the race, but they made that car a lot better, and they put Denny in a position to go out there and win. So nonetheless, congratulations to Denny Hamlin on picking up the win. I think it's well-deserved, in my opinion. It's his third win of the year. When we talk about potential guys competing for this championship, I think Denny Hamlin has a really good chance and opportunity to get that done this year. Congratulations once again, Denny Hamlin, on getting his 54th career win. He is now tied with Lee Petty for 12th on the all-time wins list. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at the race results. I'll give my score and thoughts on today's race. So Denny Hamlin picks up the victory. Kyle Larson finishes second. Man, so close once again. I think Kyle Larson, like I said, had a faster car than Denny Hamlin at the end of that race. Unfortunately, the dirty air came into play at the end of this race, and Larson couldn't do anything with it. They were losing the race off pit road, and losing on that second to last restart cost him the win. Still, though, a really great day for Kyle Larson, who is still the points leader and still got a lot of playoff points as well. He's been scoring a lot of stage points this year, got 15 today, so a great day for Kyle Larson. Mark Truex Jr. finishes third. MTJ early in this race definitely had the best car for sure. Unfortunately for MTJ, it seemed like after the damage they got, they struggled a little bit, but still top 5 is a really great day for Mark Truex Jr. all considered. They're still looking for their first win of the year. Still a great day for Martin Truex Jr. Kyle Busch finishes fourth. Fantastic day all around for his 18th. They had great speed last week, didn't get the finish they deserved. This week, they had a top 5 car most of the day. They stayed up front all day, played really good adjustments, and they get another top 5. Like I said, they've struggled a lot this year, and to see this team run as well as they did, fantastic day for Kyle Busch. Chase Elliott finishes fifth. A quiet top 5 run for Chase Elliott. Started in the back, they made that car better, and jumped up 24 positions at the end, and gets a respectful top 5 finish. Great run for Chase Elliott. Noah Gragson finished 6th. Great day for Noah Gragson. Another top 10 for him after coming off of getting his best career finish last week at Talladega. He backs up with another top 10 finish. Strategy definitely played a big role in that for sure because they stayed on the lead lap at the end, but still the finish inside the top 10. A great day for Noah Gragson. Was one of the few Fords that showed any life today. Ryan Blaney finished 7th. He was definitely the best Ford all day. It was the only Ford that led laps majority of the event. 7th place is a really good run, all things considered for Blaney. Again, his Team Penske cars teammates really struggle, so good to see Ryan Blaney finish in 7th. Alex Bowman finished 8th. Near the end of stage 2, he had a lot of life in him, and I thought he had the fastest car. Unfortunately, they got some damage, and they fell back a lot near the end. They came down pit row, and it really cost them a chance and an opportunity to win. Still an 8th place run is still a solid day. Could have gone a lot better today for sure, but they did show life once again. Daniel Hemric finishes 9th. Back-to-back top 10 runs for his 31 team. They played the strategy at the end of the race. They stayed out, and it really helped them a lot because they got a really great finish today. Another top 10 for the 31 team. Qualified well. They struggled early, but they played a strategy, and they get a very special top 10 finish. Good run for Daniel Hemric. And Ty Gibbs finished his 10th. His first top 10 about 3 or 4 races. Hey, he'll definitely take that. Gets a respectful top 10 finish. Struggled early, but made that car a lot better in this race. Good day for Ty Gibbs. Tyler Reddick finished 11th, was strong early, made that car really bad, unfortunately, though, near the middle portion, end portion of this race. A disappointing ending, but still a top 15 finish for Tyler Reddick. Ross Chastain finished 12th, a very disappointing day for his standards at this track, considering the last 2 times we've been here, he has finished inside the top 3. Disappointing day for Ross Chastain. He made that car a little better, but he was just kind of quiet all day long. He finishes in 12th. AJ Allmendinger finished 13th. Decent day for him. Not a great day, but they were up front early. A decent run for the third team. In fact, solid day for the Call guys who have both their cars inside the top 15. Josh Berry finished 14th. Decent day for him. Austin finishes 15th. Quiet day for him. Was not really fast all day long. Just a solid top 15 at the end of the day. Joey Logano finished 16th. A no-show this whole entire race. They were on the verge of going a lap down at points in this race. Just no speed from the Penske cars. He finishes in 16th. Chris Buescher finished 17th, a disappointing day for him. Daniel Suarez finishes 18th. Chase Briscoe finishes 19th. John Henry Nemechek finished 20th. Corey LaJoie finished 21st. Carson Osbar finished 22nd. Justin Haley finished 23rd. Zane Smith finished 24th. Corey Heim finished 25th in his debut. A really good debut, all things considered. While he didn't complete all 400 laps, a great day for Corey Heim for a driver in their first start. 25th place is a really good run. He at times was really fast. A top 25 in your debut, that's a solid day and a pretty good accomplishment for Corey Heim, who will likely be behind the wheel of the 43 car once again at Kansas. It'll probably do better the next time. 25th at Dover, not that bad, all things considered. And it's a debut of drivers like Kurt Busch and Harrison Burton at this track as well, so really good company there. Harrison Burton finished 26th, not a great day for him. Austin Dillon finished 27th. Jimmy Johnson finished 28th. They were fast in practice, so I would transfer to today. Didn't really have any speed, but at least get another top 30. So hang the banner for Jimmy Johnson. Kaz Grala finished 29th, but again, Jimmy's going to be racing next week at Dover. And then Brad Keselowski finished 30th, a struggling day for the 6th team after their issues. Todd Gillen finished 31st. Bubba Wallace, after crashing out, finished 32nd. William Byron finished 33rd. Christopher Bell finished 34th. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. finishes 35th. Michael McDowell finished 36th. And finishing last in 37th is Ryan Preece. So now let's talk about the overall race as a whole. I'll give you my score and thoughts on today's race. I thought the first 2 stages of this race was really entertaining. You had a lot of lead changes. You had a lot of comers and goers. You had a lot of multi-groove racing going on. And I thought the racing through the first 2 stages, I thought was phenomenal. You had a lot of lead changes and a lot of great battling. Then we get to stage 3. And I'm going to be honest, this race kind of got a little stale for me in stage 3. At least for the first 100 laps of stage number 3. But then we got to the end of this race, and it started getting very intriguing once again. And I thought, when the traffic really came into play in stage 3, it made the race a lot more intriguing as Kyle Larson closed in. And it was a really good battle at the end. The last 10 to 15 laps were really exciting. So my score of today's NASCAR Cup Series race at Dover, I'm going to give this race overall a 7.7 out of 10. A very solid race for sure. I don't know if it's the best race we've seen at Dover in the next-gen era, because like I said, I thought the first 2 stages of this race were really exciting and really fun. A 7.7 out of 10 is my score. It had a lot of good moments for sure. The Xfinity race definitely better yesterday for sure, but it still had a very solid finish. I'm giving today's NASCAR Cup Series race a 7.7 out of 10. So, that is going to be for today's NASCAR Cup Series race review from Dover. One thing, guys, for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, and if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support on Patreon as well. Let's go below that. Comment your thoughts below on today's race. Your thoughts on today's race, let me know below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And congratulate Denny Hamlin on winning at Dover. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we're going to have a NASCAR news video discussing news over the course of the last couple days. We also had a video yesterday talking about Shane Van Gisbergen and his performance at Dover yesterday. Go ahead and check that out if you haven't checked it out yet. And then we're going to have a lot of great content dropping as we take you guys over to Kansas this weekend. Real excited about that race because the next-gen car race as well there. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.